Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hi everyone, we've got to pick up with our calendar. Alright, so we have a new day today. Now let's figure out what our new number for today is. So we have numbers 11, 12, 13. What comes next? 14. 14 is a 1 and a 4. So 1 and a 4. Okay, and we've got our pattern going. Who can tell me what shape we have next in our pattern? Let's see here. We have triangle, circle, square, triangle, circle. What color is our circle? Red. And how do we know it's a circle? Because it doesn't have any edges. No corners, no edges. It's round. It's a circle. Okay. Now let's go ahead and figure out what today is. What day of the week it is, I mean. So let's see here. We need to do our days of the week song. You can either snap or you can clap. Okay. Let's hear it. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Alright, so we said today was day 14. Let's go straight up and we'll find out. Today is Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Who remembers what our month is called? April. April, our month is April. So we need to do our month song. Everybody stand up and let's do our month song. Ready? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, and December. These are the months of the year. One more time. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, and December. These are the months of the year. Have a seat. All right. So we have all the parts to our whole entire date. Are you ready to help me out? Okay. Our date is, so let's see, Sunday and Monday, there's Tuesday, April, what's your number again? 14th, and our year is 2020. All right. Now, I'm going to set this to the side here. And real quick, we're going to start talking about letter Q in our story today. And we're going to have our story here in just a moment. But letter Q says qua. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. Qua. Now, what I have here behind me is called a quilt. And what I have on this side of me is another quilt. This quilt and this quilt both have wonderful stories, and we will talk about a little bit about the stories on these quilts on Wednesday, so tomorrow. But today, our character in our story has a quilt, and it's a very special quilt. Now we get to find out what happens to our character and what happens to that quilt. And I will read to you guys in just a moment. See you in a minute. Hi everyone. This week we are talking about the letter Q. Now Q says qua. And in sign language, you need everybody put your pointer finger up and your thumb up, and then pinch them together like you're making something really small, but then turn it upside down, just like that. Q looks like that in sign language. Q says qua. Right, so what I want you to listen for in our story is the qua sound. All right. So I have a question. We talked about this last week too. Who remembers what this part of the book is called? Front cover. So if this is the front cover, then this has to be the back cover, right? Now, this part of the book has a special name. What is it? The spine. Books have spines, and so do you. This story is called The Quiet Quail, and it's written by Heather Feldman and illustrated. Illustrated means that this person drew the pictures. Illustrated by Rusty Fletcher. So I'm going to read first, and then I'm going to show you the pictures. Quincy is a quiet quail. He likes to do quiet things. Quincy likes to snuggle with his favorite quilt and listen to the quiet pitter-patter of rain. So there's Quincy with his quilt, and there's me with my quilt right here. Quincy likes to sit quietly and read, and Quincy likes to take quiet walks. Now, what does Quincy have in these pictures with him? His quilt. Keep an eye on that quilt. Sometimes, on his quiet walks, Quincy meets his friend Dotty Duck. Dotty is not very quiet. In fact, Dotty is quite loud. Quack, quack, quack! Hi, Quincy! Quack, quack! Shouts Dotty. Hello, Dotty, whispers the quiet quail. So, which one's Quincy? Quincy's this one right here. He's a quail. So that means this right here, that's Dotty Duck. Quincy and Dotty sit in the park. Quack, 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 shouts Dotty. What a beautiful day! Quack, quack. Dotty quacks and quacks till Quincy's head hurts. Dotty, please quit quacking, says Quincy. But Dotty is quacking so loudly she does not hear the quiet quail. So what's Dotty doing that's making Quincy's head hurt? That's right, she's quacking, and not only that, she's quacking really loud. Quincy decides to go for a swim to drown out Dotty's quacking. He spreads his quilt on the grass and jumps in the pond. Suddenly, Queenie, the dog, trots by. She grabs Quincy's quilt and runs away. My quilt! Cries Quincy. Someone stop Queenie! But Quincy's voice is too quiet and nobody hears him. So, what's Quincy doing in this picture? That's right, he's going for a swim. And he spreads his quilt out on the grass. But then what happens? Queenie, the dog, picks up the quilt and runs away. Queenie runs right past Dotty. That's Quincy's quilt, quacks Dottie. Catch Queenie, quick! The other animals hear Dottie's loud quacking, and they chase Queenie. They are chasing Queenie to get the, what is that called again? That Queenie took? A quilt, right. Queenie is quick, but the other animals are quicker. They snatch Quincy's quilt from Queenie's teeth. They give the quilt back to Quincy. Quincy thanks all the animals for rescuing her quilt. Oh, excuse me. Especially Dottie. Your loud quacking saved the day, Quincy tells Dottie. And for once, the quiet quail is happy to have such a noisy friend. So what happened in the end? Yep, they got Quincy's quilt back from Queenie. And Quincy is very thankful for his friends getting his quilt back. Now, remember that the letter Q in sign language, you put your two fingers together like this, your pointer finger and your thumb, make it something really small, and turn it upside down. Okay, now whenever I say Q, you gotta go Q. Ready? Q is for quail and quilt for your bed. Q is for queen with a crown on her head. Q is for quack and quarter to spend. Q is for quarrel you have with a friend. Hooray for Q! Big and small, the quaintest, quirkiest letter of all. Q! All right, everybody. That is our story for today, and I will read to you again tomorrow. Bye!